Hello, I'm now here with Steve Maio, the town administrator of Wakefield.
Yeah.
So Steve, tell us a little bit of your involvement as the town administrator for Wakefield.
Well, a few years ago, when the Boys and Girls Club from Stoneham came to Wakefield and said, listen, we think there's a need, we'd like to get involved in your community, we thought it was a great idea, but we need space. So we do have a town-owned building, it's called the Civic Center, and we talked to the Boys and Girls Club. They refurbished it, they came in, they are now our tenant, so to speak, and it's right across the driveway or parking lot from our middle school. Perfect for that age group, and now hundreds of families, children enjoy it, so I think it's absolutely fabulous. So I love it.
Awesome, and I know
Anthony Guardia is an old friend of mine, so whatever Anthony wants, he gets, basically, so.
He's the same way down at work, too.
I know he is.
We get it all the time. So I know you're a huge fan of the Boys and Girls Clubs.
Absolutely huge.
What is it specifically that you think that the Boys and Girls Club really, like, their mission? What really stands out to you about the two clubs?
I think what stands out to me is that they take kids from all walks, all ethnic groups, all socioeconomic groups. And when you listen to their stories of some of these kids and what they've gone through and how the Boys and Girls Club has been that buffer for them, have been that crutch or that inspiration, and all of a sudden what they're doing is just, and how well they're doing is just overwhelming. And what's great is that a lot of the people on the board, or most of them on the board, are former members of the Boys and Girls Club, and they're really giving back to what it meant to them as kids. So I love it, I think it's fabulous, and I think it's just out of this world.
Well, I know we couldn't do it without the help and support of our community members.
We work together, it's fabulous.
True, all right, last question. If you had to give me your top 3 favorite songs of all time, what would they be?
All right, my #1 song is by a one-hit wonder called Looking Glass, and that's a song, Brandy. Brandy, you're a fine. Yes, okay?
Yeah.
Sometimes if you go down to Artichokes at night and you've had a few, I might be up at the mic, worm my way in to sing it, so that's gotta be #1. #2 is Are You With Me, Dr. Wu by Steely Dan.
I've heard that song.
You heard that
Yes,
song?
I have.
And #3 is by a band called Orpheus, I Can't Find the Time to Tell You. And that was my wife and I wedding song about 30 years ago. So it made it to the top 3, so I won't be in too much trouble when I get home.
Excellent, Steve. I appreciate it.
Thank you. Great night.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. I'm here now with Joe Gatto, the one and only. Joe has been involved with the Boys and Girls Clubs for quite some years now, but don't let me explain it all. I'm going to let Joe take it. So, Joe, how long have you been involved with the Boys and Girls Clubs, and what is it that you specifically partake in?
I mean, I've been doing this with the Boys and Girls Club for years at this point, and I'm a chef. So I have a national book, television show. I do everything from scratch. That's kind of my deal. Like I hand forge my own knives. I know this guy.
Hey, what's up? I just wanted to come in.
This guy many a time.
Anytime I see Chef Joe Gatto here, I got to come in and say hi. Joe, who are you wearing tonight?
This is my Armani.
Yeah, this is nice. This is a handmade. Actually, it's a Brooks Brothers, so it's not bad, actually.
No, and you smell nice as well.
Yeah, thank you. It's I don't shower. It's natural Italian.
It's so French.
All right, guys, hey, I'll let you go. I'm sorry.
No, good seeing you.
All right, I'll see you.
So, Joe, sorry, continue.
See, so yeah, my things, I make everything from scratch, from like hand forging knives, pulling water out of the Atlantic, making salt. So I have a national book called Seriously From Scratch. I have a show called From Scratch where I tour New England doing that. And I've been giving back to the Boys and Girls Club by doing kids classes. We had 20 of the kids come down, and they all made pasta from scratch. Then we made sauce, and then we went and fed the fire department and the police department, giving them a little philanthropic kind of view of what food can be. It's not just to shove in your pie hole. And then, now for tonight, I'm doing a donation where people can bid on me coming to their house, teaching them and 5 of their friends how to make a dinner. So we're going to make pasta, and we're going to make handmade tortellinis, we're going to make raviolis, roasted pistachio pesto, and then they're going to sit down and everyone's going to chow family style. So, that's what I do, and my biggest belief is giving back to the kids, especially with food and teaching them how to cook, because it's a skill that can take forever. And it's something that, they're eating healthier, they're teaching their parents how to eat healthier, and, it's just a really good thing to do as a family. And when you're cooking together, you're loving together, it's called the heart of the house for a reason, so that's why I'm here.
Excellent, Joe. It's awesome that you love to get back in a way of fun, food, creativity. So now I have a curveball question for you, now that we've kind of established your phenomenalness. So, the Patriots.
Yes.
They're playing the Atlanta Falcons October 22nd.
Oh, yeah.
Prime time.
Yep.
Final score, prediction, who do you got?
I think they're going to be down 28-3, and they're going to come back again and rub it in their faces, and I'm going to laugh again.
I love it, Joe. Excellent. Hey.
Great. Thanks for having me.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
All right. Have a great night.
Thank you. Perfect. I'm now here with Paul Brodeur, a representative of Wakefield. Paul, what's your experience been like in the town of Wakefield, working for the town of Wakefield?
It's been terrific. So, I'm up at the State House, and Wakefield is an interesting place because Representative Don Wong and I share Wakefield. He has basically the east side, I have the west side, and we think it gives you more bang for your buck because you got 2 reps instead of 1. It's been great. I grew up in Melrose. Other than the football rivalry, Melrose and Wakefield have a lot in common. It makes it a pleasure to represent Wakefield.
And your relationship to the Boys and Girls Club, what's it been like? How's it been like? And what's your favorite part about it?
Well, I'll tell you what. So I know Anthony Guardia from kind of back in the day, and he started talking to me about, hey, we're thinking about opening up a branch of the Boys and Girls Club. I'm like, wow, that's a really big lift. You got to find a place. You got to raise a ton of dough. God bless you. Good luck to you. Let me know what I can do to help. And it's gone from a couple of people meeting in someone's kitchen to this. It's unbelievable. And so the legislature put some money into the Boys and Girls Club for a bunch of different programs. And so now that the club has a presence in Wakefield, both myself and Representative Wong have been much more engaged about making sure Boys and Girls Club get their fair share in the state budget.
And it's been great. I know the kids down at the Boys and Girls Club love it, and we couldn't appreciate it anymore from all the help that you guys have been doing.
Stopping in. I tell you, folks should understand, even if they don't have kids that are age appropriate, stop by, take a look, see what it's like, interact with the kids a little bit, because this is spectacular. But it's what this turns into at the club, at the AmeriCal. That's really what you want to see. You want to see what happens to your money, and great things are happening with that money.
It's nice. It's been a nice, bigger outreach to the community, too. So I won't keep you. My last question to you. You said Wakefield and Melrose have a bit of a rivalry, correct?
A little bit.
Do they play on Thanksgiving?
Every Thanksgiving, yes, sir.
Who do you think it's going to be this year?
Melrose has a very good team this year. But since we're standing here in Wakefield, I'm going to say Wakefield's got a very, very good shot this year.
Awesome. Thank you very much, sir. I appreciate it.
My pleasure.
Excellent. Thank you. I appreciate it.